Dang, that was busy time. You were
Okay.
messaging her on top of like FutureCon?
Yeah.
So she must be important.
Yeah, dude, because we barely know messages. I gotta be busy for 2 weeks. All right, well, welcome everybody to another episode of the Soju Bomb Podcast. I'm your cousin, Anthony ORQUE.
What's up, cuz?
I'm joined today by my two fellow Senpai, Kim of Senpai Squad, and Mr. Marvin Squarenoodles.
Hey guys.
Gentlemen,
Hello.
How you guys doing on this wonderful, what was it?
Do we sound sexy?
I know, yeah. By the way, yeah,
snapple.
to check that, I guess to answer your question, let's go and refer to our production team. So our fellow production team right here are these two motherfuckers in the closet. And, you know.
Closet. When you guys coming
Two
out?
guys, one closet. Two guys, one closet.
Yeah, we're clouding way too hard. They're doing so much hard work for us. All right, so
I know, right? Not fair.
Per the Mizzy episode, obviously you guys have already met Mr. Young James. Young James, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing amazing. Wait.
Oh, it's them. It's
Well,
like,
let's be honest. Let's kind of address the elephant in the room.
why are you in the
Why are you in a
closet?
closet?
When you coming out?
Yo,
coming
man.
out.
I mean,
We love you, bro. It's okay. You don't have to answer it.
yo, one of us already gay, so yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
it was pretty much it's the only available space for him to nestle up comfy
Yeah.
for him to do his workspace. So
We
you know,
apologize.
he's gonna. We were talking about this before you guys came in. We're like, yeah, we should like decorate it and shit. You know what I mean, like have like
Has
LEDs
his own
and
board
stuff.
and everything.
He's got his own like vision board
Oh
and
my
shit. He's
God.
got goals like get out of the closet and like random shit like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Dude, shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
you
we
know
gotta
how
do that.
in like H3 episode, they have like their own room. Is
Yeah.
there any way we could have like just have them on the
We
other room?
totally can. We just
Sweet.
we need to afford longer cords.
Oh,
and
sweet.
equipment.
I mean, like that's perfect
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, we can. So we'll probably be able to run them through to the office.
Perfect.
Ooh.
And then just run our lines over there.
Right.
And so we'll just yell at them. We're like, hey, why you fucking up? Niggas look bad.
Adjust
Shit like
my
that.
volume,
Yeah, what
bitch.
the fuck?
Get back to work.
As you can tell, I'm fucking around with the volume right now because we have a
Yeah.
new member of our production team.
Uh-huh.
This person right here, how should I say this? He and I come from the same blood lineage.
Hey, there
we've,
you go.
we've shared a bedroom, a bathroom, we've shared clothes. We've shared family, we've
Damn.
shared experiences,
Are
we've
you
shared
guys
food.
like all ooh like that?
Oh yeah, we're ooh as it gets, bro. Honestly, seriously, I remember, what was it like? Some like not like 9-10 years ago when we lived in the apartment together, dude. There was 7 of us that used to live in an apartment together,
Dang, dude.
and it was my family. his family.
Yeah, hella sardines,
and,
bro.
And dude, we would all cramp into that queen bed right there. There was at least
Wow.
like 3 or 4 of us in that bed.
Holy.
So yeah, I remember we were
That's
like dick
crazy.
to butt and shit on that bed, and man, we just knocked out. So
Did you guys fight?
too much. Yes,
Dang.
quite frequently. Well, I was the oldest one, so I
Yeah.
would bring them to school. They would be fighting though.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure someday we'll involve kind of ask him more about those questions about him growing up and everything. But this young gentleman right here is the future of my family. Let me introduce
dang.
to you guys Mr. Conrado Ablola III. His nickname is Sandaime, and if you
Right,
don't
yeah.
know, Sandaime means Lord Third. I
Yeah.
got that from Naruto because he's the third Hokage apparently.
Hokage.
So I call him Sandaime. So Sandaime, how are you doing today on this lovely Tuesday afternoon?
Hi guys, yeah, it's me, Sandaime apparently. But, you can call me Khan, everyone. So
Con or cone or how should
I
we
like
do
Khan.
this?
Khan is
Khan?
something else.
Con,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
true.
from Bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Con.
Yeah.
There you
Like
go.
Con or like
Hey.
Sabacon or like
Hey,
you know
there
what
you
I mean?
go.
HentaiCon.
Con.
There you go. Yeah.
Con.
Yeah,
there you go.
Con.
I'm after every single name. Just
Nice.
Khan.
All right,
It works
sir.
out. It works out.
And,
No, actually, it's nice because someday I want to do an episode with Con, and I want him
Me
to
too.
tell his story.
Yeah.
Because man, it's inspirational, man.
It is.
So it's just
Oh,
like
thank
I haven't heard it.
yeah,
Yeah,
oh
everyone
my
Everyone,
God,
has,
yes.
everyone
Yeah.
has a story.
Yeah,
I want to
so
hear it.
everyone has a story, but Con's
Yeah.
story is just like amazing.
So for full, I was super
Yeah.
grateful that we did that because for full context, that was when it was the first time I met James too.
Yeah.
So when you guys came over to my place, so Kim, you're still in Houston at the time, I think, and you guys dropped off the monitor and like some other equipment and stuff, and I showed you guys like the set. So this set was actually at my place.
right, yeah,
for like
yeah.
a while, and we never even got to use it there.
I know, right?
And we'll get into like where we're at. I know we briefly touched on it the last episode, but So anyways, getting back to Conrado the Third, aka the future of my family. So you are now here. You're obviously mic'd up and with headphones and behind some type of contraption with sounds. What is your official role here at Soju Bum?
So currently I'm doing the audio and I'm the timer guy. I don't know what's your timer guy.
Hey, time is important.
Time is important, definitely.
It's needed,
so.
bro.
Own it. You gotta own it. Because I'm the timer guy.
You need a better title, bro.
I mean, what title will you guys give me? For that?
I don't know. You pretty much just described a clock. A clock can do that job as well. But you know what?
Hey,
we ain't about
clock
that. We're
can't
about
do
to get
audio.
time here at Soju Bum.
Time analyst.
Time analyst. There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
I'll take
I like that.
That's perfect.
All right.
That sounds legit.
So
It is legit.
So yeah, that's the crew. Also in the room we have Miss Lady Tina, aka our medic. I know we don't have the camera on her just yet, but Tina, if you wanted to shout into Marvin's microphone. Tina, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Las Vegas.
I'm good.
Nice. Sorry to call you out. I knew you were like on your phone and shit. But yeah, my thing is I call out everybody in the room.
Yeah,
so,
we got a full team here, guys.
Yeah, everyone's here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then also I want to shout out one new special guest as well. I just met him today. This dude's super dope.
Yeah.
This is I call him Patrick, the Lord of the Skies.
Oh,
everybody, give a round of applause to Patrick. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for this blessed weather today.
I know, thank you for blessing us with this weather. Yeah. Sir Patrick, how are you today? How's your time here in Vegas so far?
Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go, the mic.
He gets his own mic
he
too.
gets his own mic
he gets
and
it on my
everything.
Damn, level up real quick.
Yeah, he leveled up
Listen
real
to this
quick.
voice. Listen to this voice.
Yeah.
Oh, my voice isn't
Hey.
anything.
Damn that.
I know. I was gonna
voice,
say that's
man.
the radio voice. God, I hope you got that.
Radio voice.
Yeah. That's solid. All right.
great.
Well, sorry for calling you out like that. That's pretty much it. If anyone sees Patrick, it's because he's the Lord of the Skies. So he's gonna bless you with good weather and good travel arrangements, apparently.
And
Right?
if
I
it's
don't
not, if it's not
Make sure,
from
your
him,
make sure your airborne travel is comfortable, that type
my
of thing.
God.
So, yeah, sorry to call you out like
Yeah,
that.
it's all good. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well, thank you guys for being here.
yeah,
you
thank you
know?
guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice to you. Cheers to you guys.
Yeah, cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Honestly,
Cheers.
we never expected to really.
You're right. It's just like, it's nice to do this podcast, just three of us, but like having more people around just makes it a lot better.
It does
Yeah.
spread the
Like,
energy a little bit
yeah.
more. Yeah,
Pretty
I
fun.
like it a lot.
Mhm.
Yep. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's been a while. So the last 3 episodes, we had special guests on.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of dove deep into kind of a little bit of their backstory as well as some very interesting topics that were very specific. But
Yeah.
I think just today, I just wanted to catch up with you guys because honestly, the 3 of us in a room together, still even in quarantine, it's very rare.
Yeah.
So I just kind of wanted to catch up with you guys because okay. So for full context sake, it's what month is it now? It's September
September.
2020. So much shit's gone down
Yeah, dude. It's like,
since the last episodes. Since
It's only
we
been
were all
3
together.
weeks. It's
Yeah.
only been 3 weeks, bro.
Well, I'm talking about like before that though.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like
Oh,
when
yeah,
we had
yeah,
that
yeah,
long
yeah,
ass
yeah.
gap. We were gone for 2 months. Sorry everybody
Yeah.
for being gone for 2
Yeah.
months. This fool moved. This fool took off his
Right.
business to like times
Right.
KOKen times 10. Like it was pretty nuts. So
Yeah.
there's a lot that's happened. So
Kim
the floor is
Kim,
yours.
Yeah. Kim and I were just talking how crazy it is that we're in time of quarantine, right?
Yeah.
But you would expect that it would be like slowing down for everyone, but the way it's been going for I guess for me and you, Kim, like
Yeah.
there's so much development, not just in just the podcast alone, but our
Yeah,
businesses
personal
are.
business as well.
Yeah, you're exploding. We're
Yeah.
doing big moves.
Yeah.
And then that's actually something that we want to go ahead and like share with you guys today. It's with Kim.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm
Start me
excited
first?
for Kim.
Oh, hell
yeah.
yeah.
Kim, it's like recently you acquired
In the shop.
a new shop.
Yeah.
Pretty
Dude.
much.
Yeah.
It's the fucking dream.
Congratulations, right?
It's the dream.
Oh my god.
It's the
like
dream.
every business owner's dream is to just
Yeah,
have their own
Oh,
shop.
yeah, instead of like working in your own office,
Yeah.
which I've been doing for like years. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, I like it and all.
It's cozy. His little closet and
Can
everything.
you show like a photo of Kim's office?
my
Just
God.
like
Yeah.
the doorbell.
Yeah, we would call it the bathroom. We called it the storage closet. We would call it all kinds of whatever's.
Like, Kim's like origins, you know.
Yeah. So give us context to how it developed or whatever you
Yeah.
can share. As far as like what conversations or what decisions you needed to make in order for you to pull the trigger on your own facility.
Yeah. So I've been working really closely with my friends over at Expresskins.
Nice.
So they
Shout
have
out
their own-
Expresskins.
They have their own print shop. They have their own brand as well.
Yeah.
But we get along very well. And I told them, like, we talk a lot of business and stuff like that. But I told them, like, my main issue right now is that I'm doing everything myself.
Yes.
So when it comes to fulfillment, customer service, planning parties, events, coming up with designs, right? So much stuff.
Yeah.
And the main thing that takes up a lot of my time is my fulfillment, my orders.
True that.
For sure.
And whenever I travel, no one's doing it, and it stacks
Yeah.
up. And whenever
Yeah.
I get back, I'm having to play catch up, right?
yeah.
And
It's tough. It's tough to manage it all.
yeah, it's
Sure, by
super
yourself, yeah.
super tough. Like I've been able to manage it, but the issue is that my time is very valuable, right?
It is.
Why am I spending 50, 60, 70% of my time doing orders when I can offload that to somebody else, then use my time to do what I'm best at, right?
Right. Absolutely.
The issue is just that it's hard to find somebody that you can
It's
trust
trustworthy.
That's
and
true,
to be able
yeah.
to train to do it is the way you want it.
Like quality. Quality
Exactly.
control.
And
Yeah.
also it's just like I'm working out of my own little spare room office,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard to have somebody just to come over your place.
Yeah, it's your house. It's your home.
Yeah. But a new opportunity arose where Expresskins were moving out of their small little shop too, because they're booming right now.
Yeah. Definitely.
And our business philosophies align very well.
That's rare.
To where it's just
Yeah.
like there's no friction at all,
That's great. That's good to hear.
Yeah, and we feel like in the future, like
Sorry, we just heard a car.
a car,
Yeah,
like,
like
burn out.
just copy
Just two car guys were like,
You know what's crazy? I didn't even pay attention to that, and both of them just like,
And we feel like in the
the
car guys were the ones that noticed.
Because for me, it's like I heard it, I'm just like, okay, like that's just nothing to me, right? For them, they're just like a different
like
meaning.
which car is it?
Yeah. He thought which car was it?
Yeah.
I thought what gang is
Yeah.
it? And then I was like,
I was just like, why'd you pause? I'm just like, wait, hold on. That was funny.
But
Go ahead,
what
there
we-
you go. It's like that's kind of like the inner working of their minds, right? It's just like for me, I'm not a car guy. For them, they're too just like a big pause. I'm like, okay, that was bizarre, to be honest.
you didn't catch your breath, bro? What was it? Yeah.
So
All
there's
right,
no
so yeah.
friction. There's
yeah,
no friction.
no friction in business. So like I
Yeah.
feel like there's a future for both of us to grow together, right?
Yeah,
right.
We don't want to merge into one company, but we feel like we have a lot to offer and to bring to the table.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
they outgrew their space. They're looking for another shop because they have a lot of employees, a lot of machines and stuff like that. And they feel like I bring a lot to the table to where like they can grow from me, but also they have things like the shop, right? It's awesome. It's like huge. It's not like in a busy area to where like we can't host events and stuff like that. So they basically said they sat me down and was like, so we signed off, like we got the shop. It's huge, and if you want an office space, like we got you, right?
That's dope.
And I said, let me
What
think.
did they mean by that? Like,
Because it's a big facility.
yeah.
I think they wanted to like partition it, right?
Yeah,
where-
to have like they have like a space, a room for
Yeah.
me to do all my like fulfillment, all
Oh,
my
dude, that's
have an
dope.
office,
Yeah.
and then also like because I did tell them about like they were looking to have a new shop already,
Yeah.
and I was
yeah.
I was throwing ideas at them, like I didn't even want to be a part of it. I was just hey, this idea
yeah,
for you,
this is
you know.
possible.
Dang, throwing
These are
ideas for
Yeah.
other people, man. That
Yeah.
sounds familiar. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
No,
But it was just all coming out of like, hey, I want to help you out. I don't want anything
course,
out
of
of
course.
it, right? And they
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
that, like they're like, yo,
Yeah.
Kim is like very creative and
Yeah.
business minded. Like,
yeah,
we need him.
Always thinking about business, how to improve, and all that.
Yeah, so they were thinking like, they don't want my money, like, cause I said, let me think about it, because obviously I don't expect the space for free.
Of course.
I expect to pay a portion of the rent and whatever.
Yeah.
And let me think about it to make sure if it's like worth it, right? Because I still have a place at home,
Right.
But
True.
they were like, oh, like it's yours. You don't need to give us anything, like your presence is valuable to us already.
Wow.
So I was like,
That's-
oh goddamn,
That's-
Yeah.
I go, okay.
Yeah.
So that flipped the switch. I'm like, well, there's not much
That's the
I'm
case.
gonna lose, right? Like what I'm gaining is office space to, you know, have meetings with people, maybe like an artist or
It's a more professional setting, right?
Exactly.
Like a
But
storefront. That's
the building is so big, and like my vision was to have a storefront.
Yeah.
Right, and then the side, like the side area, would be like a lounge area to where we can host like competitions, tournaments, movie nights, and stuff like that.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
We can get really creative with that.
Yeah.
And then like the production, printing, the fulfillment, the storage is all gonna be in the middle and the back.
Okay.
So that was my vision, right? If I had money and all the stuff,
if you could do,
that's the vision.
Thanks.
So I legit.
That's essentially scalability, right? That's the idea of that.
That's what was I thinking.
Like, I feel like that's already in your future, right?
Yeah, and I legit just throw them that idea.
Damn.
You know, I don't care. Like, but essentially they just wanted me on board. I'm like, okay, like, you know, I knew what they needed from me. I knew what like that I could offer them and what they could offer me. Like, they have all the machines. They have the artists. They have the fulfillment. So they have a lot to where like I can utilize to grow my business. Yeah. Because back at home, I'm just sitting like a small box where my visions and stuff. It's cool. Like I have great ideas, but I'm just bouncing between myself. I need other people to where I can talk to and like you go back and forth. Like whenever we talk, like we bounce back and forth. We come up with even better ideas.
That's something I want, and I love that you brought that up because kind of the theme of today's talk is like collaborative spaces and how important it is to like bounce back ideas and have like, because this is something that we already talk about here at the house, which is like whenever I try to think of like something creative, I'm like, wait, it's not just me, it's 3 of me.
Right.
Big brain, like five head level big brain type shit that we could pull off like some magic creative shit, right? And so that's I'm really happy that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of value to that, especially in today's space. Because one, like not everyone is able to. It's not everyone's fortunate enough to be able to have a collaborative space right now. Even
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of people still taking quarantine very seriously.
COVID,
yeah. So and people have reverted over to like online type collaborative spaces.
Right.
So just the fact that you're able to like have your own space to do that is it's pretty fucking dope. So
like what I could add onto that was that when quarantine happened, I was working from like basically 7 days a week just in my office,
right?
And I noticed like my workflow, my output was slowly dying down, you know. And I just believe that it's because I'm just working by myself. I'm not working with a lot of people. Whereas back when I was traveling with to conventions and talking with people,
you had a team.
Just able to bounce ideas off other people a lot better.
Right.
Makes sense.
I actually want to go back. Like, there's something like an interesting topic that I actually want you to kind of elaborate on because it's important to me too. The idea of having a team. Right, that you can trust. Yeah. Like, can you like tell me like that process of just how do you go on about scalability? Like, you know, you're just by yourself, right? And like you can't really scale up by yourself. Yeah. Right. I don't know if there's anyone in our audience who's like having the same problem. But can you offer like an advice to people like in terms of like hiring process or just like idea how to build trust?
Yeah. So just to talk about myself first, is like I love to do everything myself. Like I'm a workaholic. So I love to basically figure out everything before somebody figures it out for me. You know, I'm just that type of person to want to learn myself. That way, when I figure out all the ins and outs, I can then teach anyone I want to bring on board. Like I love teaching as well. So I want to be able to figure all that out, then bring people on board and see how they work and see their work ethic, right? So maybe don't even give them like a lot of like guidance and see how they figure things out. That's the number one thing I think is for them to figure things out themselves.
James and
because you can teach them a whole lot of shit, but when new things happen, how are they going to handle it? They can read the script and read a book and follow instructions. What if you just like tore that shit up and then like present a new problem, you know? So you can teach almost anyone anything, but it's just how people can think on their feet. That's number one, I think.
That's definitely a good litmus
so
test.
Just don't be selective. Just throw a couple of people that you think may have like opportunity
Potential.
and potential, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, potential.
How I mean, that's how does that work out for you? Like, have you found people that could go ahead and like scale up with you?
it's hard. It's hard.
It is hard.
But there are people out there.
There are
you know,
people out there,
I've had like some people who actually do a very good job, and those are the people who you want to keep.
Of
you
course,
know?
of course.
So they're like super valuable to your team, and then now you see how much they can offer to your brand, and now you know like their full worth.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
When you're trying to bring people on board, you really don't want to pay them that much just because you don't know the potential.
Yeah.
But when you go through my method, you see it in the long run. So now I'm like,
You're investing in them.
I'll be straight up. I'm like, I see potential in you. If you see, like, I'm gonna invest a lot of time and money into you because I see it.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
be straight up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like I brought that up because that's also been a big problem to me before, right? Like
Yeah.
the idea of just like I'm the type of person that who always wants to be in control.
Yeah.
right? I'm just like I just want to ensure that everything's running smoothly.
Yeah.
and it's like, man, it's like if they mess up, I'm just like
You
let me do it.
Let me fix
Let me
it.
do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like if you want people to learn, they have to handle it on their own, right?
Yeah.
True.
And
Very
so
true.
it's more like what for me it's like how do I find people who's like how rather like for the past month or so or 3 months
Yeah.
I've been wanting to scale up, right? And it's more like the idea of how do I go on about the hiring process, right? Like what kind of personality do I need to seek out in order for me to like make it work, right?
Yeah,
And it's like
true.
in the end, I feel like in terms of scalability and like hiring process, I think the most important part, if it's you're a business owner, it's just the idea that you gotta just let yourself trust people.
Yeah.
That's it. Like you can't be so uptight. You just gotta be like, hey, this person has the same value as me. They're gonna make it work out for me.
True.
Yeah, because
Right.
I really like there's probably not going to be anyone that can do it as great of his job as you, but you have to be able to let yourself go to experiment with other people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Without
true.
that, you're going to find no one. So that was what I dealt with too, was
Yeah.
being okay with bringing on new people, and if they mess up, they mess up, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the part of the process of
The
hiring
process,
someone.
right.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll find that one person or a couple of people on your team that you think would go far.
Yeah.
True.
So you just
Very
have
true.
to go through that obstacle.
Dang, that's like a rough thing because like
It's-
there's no right way. You just gotta
You
stick
just
it
gotta
out with
stick-
them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes it's like you have to let them go, you know, and
True.
it's just the way you present that, as in like, hey, it's just not the right fit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's
That's
tough,
tough.
but that's
Yeah.
that's how that's business.
Hard
you know?
hard
That's
pill to
true.
swallow, you know?
It's like for me, it's like my philosophy is different. It's like no homeboy gets left behind.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and
yeah.
so yeah. I mean, thank you for sharing that. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
again, it's a big part in terms of like my business, and like I just want to be able to hear your process towards it, and like that was good.
Definitely. I have something to add.
Sure.
How many minutes we got?
5.
Okay. There was okay, so I'll chop this, but what's it called? Oh, that's for me. So there was a principle. So I think because I face a similar challenge when it comes to cons. For cons, so most week cons, I don't know if you guys know, but are based off of like on a volunteer
Voluntary,
basis.
yeah.
Yeah. And so if you can imagine having to find people to pay to work hard for you, how much
Oh my
more challenging it
God.
is
Volunteer.
to find people to work hard for you for like
Yeah.
no money
Right.
is hard. That's sales.
They have- yeah.
That's like some fucking Tony Robbins sales
Yeah.
skills times
There's no
10,
incentive
you
for
know what I
them.
mean? Yeah.
How do you make them
So
stick?
the thing is the way that I see it is it's like a law of averages type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So at any given time during any one of my cons, I'm running anywhere from 80 to 120 people, give or take. Give or take
Wow.
the con, right? So being vice chair for both, right? I would have HentaiCon was 3 separate divisions. Each division, marketing had the smallest, ops and entertainment had the biggest. So they would each have anywhere from 30 to 40, 40 personnel members that I would be overseeing at any given time. Thankfully, for HentaiCon's sake, we chose the right division heads that recruited all their managers who recruited their teams, right? But the way that it works is you have to, and this is what I was taught years ago, back in marketing, back when I was in college, which is the way that I was taught it. How many minutes? Okay. The way that I was taught it was there's typically 3 tiers. You'll have 100%, 60%, 30%. You have people you'll have about 30% of people that will do about 30% of the work, right? That type of mindset where they're like, oh, it's just enough, right? You have a good amount of people that will be 60%. Well, they're like, all right, a little bit more ambitious, they'll work hard, but you know, they'll be like, oh, one's bathroom break or one's this.
Right.
And you'll have the rare amount of motherfuckers that operate at 100%.
Right.
The thing is it's highly dependent on you as the leader. It depends on which one of those 3 tiers that you operate on. If you're only operating at 60%, the highest, guess what? You can't find anyone that'll operate 100%.
Right.
So it's called The Law of the Lid. I don't know if you guys have ever read the book by John C. Maxwell, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership.
Yeah. Dang.
It's a really good book. I've studied this book so many fucking times. And the law of the lid is your organization or your establishment will only grow as high as the top guy. And so that's kind of the main principle. So very similar to how Kim's philosophy is when it comes to finding people that are capable and that have that potential. Yes, he'll be able to find people with potential. But I'm a huge proponent of leading by example, of leading from the front. Very similar to how Marvin is.
I was just gonna say I need to step my shit up because I've been being really lazy lately. In my head, I'm just like, I just want to sit down, guys, and let you guys take care of the work.
Well, no. Well, the thing is, there's certain things that you and your team are capable of, right? So, for instance, there's things that your team can do that you delegate to your team that you 100% can do. It's just the fact that you're now delegating it to them.
Right.
What your main purpose is, you're the fucking CEOs. Meaning you have to think of the high level shit that they're not capable of yet.
Absolutely.
So with that said, we're going to go on our first break.
Yeah, I feel better.
We're going to go on our first break and we'll be right back.
Sweet. 3, 2, 1, clap, bitch. Okay.
Hey.
Thank you so much, Kim, for carrying us in that first section. I'm now passing the back massage
appreciate
for carrying us
thank
on your back.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I'm going to make that a meme.
Oh, shit. Passing down the torch.
Yeah. But yeah, just to kind of like sum that up and figuring out like what the hiring process is like for most organizations. It obviously varies based on each organization and the type, because obviously there's like how can you compare a clothing company to a media company, right?
That's true.
Or a convention. So there's so many different caveats to it, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of principles, especially in leadership, that are very applicable. And as a resource, it's one of the books that I give out constantly. There's 2 books that I give out as gifts constantly, which is the 5 Love Languages. Anyone fuck with that?
Yeah.
Anyone fuck with that? Gary Chapman? All right, I see nods around the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. So Gary Chapman's 5 Love Languages and the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell.
Sweet. I need to read that.
Yeah.
I need to read that.
The audiobook is great. I will link it in the description below for anyone that's interested in looking it up. Yeah, Kim, was there anything else that you wanted to touch bases on as far as you growing? Because I feel like where Senpai Squad is right now compared to what we were thinking about during the beginning of quarantine.
Right.
I mean, I'll be honest. When we started the podcast, so Young James pulling it up right there, 5 Love Languages, and then the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta read those. I mean,
it's very good.
Like, I've read the
super
5
good.
love languages. Well, like the summary of it, but for sure the leadership one, I think that could really
21
use.
Irrefutable Laws of Leadership it's invaluable. It's something they actually pass it around in like MBA programs.
Oh,
in
snap.
schools.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit. I lucked out. I picked it up from my fob big brother back in college. So he's like,
Nice.
"Here, read this. You suck at
How
leadership."
much? So how much did that help you with like running conventions? Because you're right. You're the
Immensely. I couldn't have done it without it. That's how valuable it is. So I guess that's the takeaway. If you want to run a HentaiCon, folks, read the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, I guess. You can get into any convention type. But yeah, so sorry, going back to it though, at the very beginning of lockdown, right, we were talking about like, where our business is going. We were kind of talking about it in context to the podcast, to live events, to Senpai Squad doing like conventions and stuff. Yeah. To right now. So I guess my question is, compared to when we first had this conversation about like 6 months ago, when we were all pretty worried about how everything was going,
right,
to right now, like, how do you feel? Right? Are you a little bit more like at ease or at peace, or like, are you still freaking out? Like, where's your mentality at right now as far as the company?
I mean, I'm like, I'm confident in the future. It's just I don't know what I should do at this point, because it's still in the finicky stage, right? Because
Of
it's
course.
still COVID is still alive,
it's a thing.
alive, you know. But a lot of people are still doing events, shows, kind of on a lower scale. Even though we can't all wait until things die down, you know. Because some people, this is their livelihood, you know.
Sure.
And they can't live without it. So it's I'm at the point where, do I do it or not? It's kind of I'm in that middle spot, you know.
Sure. And I think the fact, first and foremost, we'll talk about the ethical repercussions of it, because you're thinking for the well-being of not just yourself but your customers, right? You don't want to compromise their health or their well-being or their safety just for the sake of business, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that you as a business entity is being mindful of that speaks volumes on your character and the ethics of Senpai Squad as a brand.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not just a money grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But two, also some of the things that you so can you explain some of the ways that you've been adapting to certain things? So for instance, right, I know recently you were involved with some car meets.
Yeah.
Right. And I know that's a small step forward, I think, versus it being full blown con. I remember you and Tina had gone to a car
Drive-in show.
Drive-in show, yeah.
Drive-in rave, yeah.
Drive-in
I wanna
rave,
do
yeah.
that.
You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the more brilliant ways to kind of navigate around the situation.
Yeah.
But can you kind of go a little bit more in depth with that if you remember?
Yeah. So I mean, the rave or the car meet?
All of the above. However you adapted to 2020.
So
Right.
ravers, man, they get so creative when their shit gets taken away from them.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Coronavirus happened, show shut down. They're all getting creative. What? How can we make shows
can we
happen?
do?
You know?
Yeah.
And it was awesome. They
Nice.
managed to figure out the way to still have as much fun as possible
course.
and also being safe. So I've seen shows.
that's great.
Yeah, and it came out really fast too.
Yeah.
And then it started spreading across the state,
Yeah.
and everyone's doing it right now.
I mean,
That's dope.
it just not just the drive-in things, right? But remember when the first when quarantine happened?
Yeah.
Virtual cons started
Oh,
happening.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just each time it's
It's just-
it keeps evolving.
It's evolving, yeah.
What happened with that? Sorry, I don't mean to tangent, but where? I remember after AX.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything pop up since.
Well, no,
what's
because
they-
I feel once it happens, people are trying to figure out new ideas. And
Sure.
then, some of the things that works, it keeps going, but some of the things that doesn't work,
yeah.
then it just gets casted out. But
Yeah.
when it comes to conventions,
The
human
physical,
to
yeah.
human,
There's only so
interaction
much
is-
you can do virtually online.
True.
Right.
You can do a lot, but a lot of the reasons why people attend the conventions is for that physical presence.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
you can say hi on a webcam, but it doesn't feel as great as just being next to each other.
Right.
Same
True.
thing with our podcast, right? We get
Yeah.
we,
Right.
we, get
Exactly.
we get the energy
Great
from
example,
being next
yeah.
to each other.
So true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so different. It's interesting. And I want to bring up one thing, and then I'll have you get back into it. But
Ooh.
Brought to you by Soju Bomb TV.
Soju Bomb on TV.
Yeah.
All right, young James, what's going on?
What are you watching, huh?
What are you watching?
I clicked on the YouTube thing.
Sorry,
Wait,
he's
what?
doing some prep work for us. He's thinking two
ahead.
steps ahead. Have you guys heard of what BlizzCon's doing?
No.
They announced an event called BlizzCon Line.
Oh, I think
Play on words. I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought it was funny
Yeah.
as hell, but I was like,
Yeah.
all right, whatever. That's a thing. But yeah, because BlizzCon's typically first weekend of November, and I think they pushed it to February because I think they're trying to create programming for it. But I thought that was very interesting because I thought to myself, I was like, I honestly don't know. I haven't done any research on their programming or what they're gonna do. But yeah, I feel like the online convention thing kind of died down a little bit because convention runners, and I'm part of a convention group on Facebook where they're talking about good alternatives, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone's really been able to figure it out yet. So
Yeah.
and that's why I wanted to bring it up. But as far as the car scene though, what's going on there?
Yeah, so I went to LA and San Diego last week to
San Diego?
I guess do a car show. Not technically host, but we were
Wait, what's
a
that?
part
San
of it.
Diego, not LA?
Both.
It was both.
That was back
Yeah,
to
yeah,
back.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were part of promoting the event, and it was wild. People were itching to go out.
Yeah.
Obviously, we did the precaution wear your mask and all of that. 98% of people did wear the mask.
Okay.
The issue is just that we didn't expect it to be that big. You know, it was just.
Sir, it's a Senpai Squad
Right.
event, man. That
I
shit
know,
gonna
right?
be lit, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's like
People
expected.
come out. Yeah.
So I mean, it's like you can only take social distancing to an extent. You
Yeah.
know?
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the most part, it's just like, you know, people try to be as safe as possible.
It seemed pretty lit.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
what I saw, and it definitely seemed like people had a good time.
Yeah.
Because one thing I noticed too was like the car scene definitely, I don't say it didn't seem unaffected, but like they ended up kind of coming out of their shell after some
They did.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so again, it's kind of like business as usual. I think that just, I don't know what the spacing precautions were. Because what I was wondering was like, damn, how'd y'all like, what business did you get in contact with to like be down to organize that thing?
Right.
Cops come by, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah.
the logistics of it look like.
Yeah. So originally, the host didn't have permission for the first
Dun, dun, dun.
location.
Whoa,
So,
that's trouble.
I tried to give my input, but at the end of the day, it's not my event.
Of course.
Right.
They said they have connections with the PD, like,
Oh,
you know,
snap.
so,
Oh, dang.
so I'm like, okay, you
That's
know,
what we need.
let's whatever, right?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, this is their second meet, so they probably have, you know,
Yeah.
things lined up. But eventually, they had to move last minute, so that caused a lot of problems because everyone's asking me where is it
Yeah.
at? You
Yeah.
know, I'm like last minute stressing out.
Yeah. And so that's what I could kind of foresee as like a challenge, right? Because I remember the flyer, like it didn't post the location.
I questioned
right?
that.
Yeah.
I questioned that.
Same. Like I've been to, dude. We've been to too many car meets. We know.
Yeah.
Like you'll get the snap. You know what I mean? You'll get the story. Just check out one of our stories. Look for this bridge, right? And that's
Yeah.
I think that's where you guys ended up doing it.
Yeah,
at.
yeah, the Dave and Buster's, and it ended up being really good. Like,
Nice.
you know, the cops came, but
Yeah.
it was the connections. Like they were like, yeah, you
Like,
guys are cool.
okay.
You guys are cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So like all the vendors were spaced out. Cars
Nice.
are being
Gotcha.
like okay, like they're being respectful.
Yeah.
You know, so like we followed the rules and yeah,
Nice.
it ended up being good. So hopefully like the next one, like everything's gonna be fine, no problems at all.
Yeah, I could totally see that like becoming a thing. I would think like for more convention runners, like on kind of like my side of the thing, like I'm curious as far as like the convention runners out there, the event planners, as far as like them planning out like a parking lot type event.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's
Versus
usually
being indoors.
Right. Well, because that's the thing, right? In LA, if you go to LA right now, or actually, I'm not sure about Vegas, but in LA for sure, right? You can't have anything indoors. So every single restaurant has kind of figured out, well, if we can't do anything indoors, we'll just bring out all the chairs on the sidewalk.
yeah.
Right? So like that's what everyone has been doing, and you know, there's no bother for it right now. And like I feel like I want to touch base on that because I actually was talking to one of my friends yesterday in regards to the idea of being successful, right? It's like going on a tangent here, right? Well, maybe it's not so much of a tangent, but
Not really.
the
It's-
idea of like how to thrive in a certain situation, right?
Yeah.
And like the way I see it, for every single situation, there's a rule that needs to be played, right? So you have to look at every single rules, and then you just have to be the best at following the rules and the best at playing that certain game
Playing the
within
game.
certain rules. And I feel like car meets, whatever it is, you know, once you abide by those rules,
Yeah.
you tend to just go and be like move up basically and improve, right?
Sure.
So everyone lately, I mean, it's unfortunate that the entire U.S. was like, you can't be doing, you know,
you can't. Yeah.
this and
Too
that.
much
You have to wear
rules.
masks and all that.
Yeah.
But you know, in the end, it's like, all right, that's the rules that's been imposed and it's being enforced.
Yeah.
It's like just follow all of it, and then once you follow all of it, it's just like there shouldn't be ever be a problem, right?
Sure. Very
So,
true. No problems.
I feel like in the end, to add to this tangent of mine of how Kim has been thriving,
Yeah.
Kim is just doing his best to follow the rules, and he's just
Damn.
he's just
Dang,
he's
this
improving.
Kim following the rules,
He's just
guys.
following-
Holy shit.
right? It's kind of like, hey man, I mean, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that
Yeah, that's
the
great.
meet was successful
Yeah.
and all that. But I'm actually curious, like with the meet, right? Like
Yeah.
what was the attendance like
Oh, yeah.
number wise?
I mean, there was the drone footage, and that's the only thing I could probably get.
There's just hella
It
people.
looks sick
It was,
though.
yeah,
looks
it was
just hella
like, it was at
people.
least 300, maybe more.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
they
a lot.
overflowed to like the next parking as well. So
Gotcha.
I didn't get time to
Shit.
actually walk. I was just so busy. But using the drone footage, it was like 300.
That's
Oh,
a lot
wow.
of people in one area.
Yeah. Damn, that's a small con right there.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's small con. Charge attendance, boom.
Yeah.
Get your venue paid for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
great.
I do con math in my head.
No,
I'm
I
like, how
still
many-
have to go to like a car meet. I've never been into
Never?
one.
Yeah.
Never been into
There,
one.
there are a couple here. Vegas Drift is also a thing too.
Mm.
Once I get the project car, we'll definitely be going.
Sounds
Should be
good.
Fun. Should be
Dang.
fun. So, yeah, that's Kim. Any other updates though, or like?
No. Not that I can remember. We'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
There is then.
Got it. Nah, I just wanted to ask to see if there's anything else in your life that had changed, but it's all right. No
Yeah.
worries.
So awkward.
No, the reason why I bring it up, dude.
moment
So
of
like,
silence.
okay, so
So-
I'm sorry. The thing about this
I'm sorry, I'm
podcast
sorry, I'm
and
sorry,
one of
I'm
the
sorry.
biggest jokes of all time is Kim's dating life.
Oh yeah.
So like, I was like, you didn't get it, really? That's how I was like, dude. It's literally like the meme that's been going on since the start, dude.
Yeah, it's like all of a
So-
sudden what happened? Like,
Bro, yeah. What you see? What had happened was not like.
what happened
you
was I
see-
met someone.
Yeah, you did, and you seem happy as fuck, bro.
Oh, I
like, damn,
appreciate
dude.
it.
Like, yeah, dude, random.
Yeah.
Shit, dog.
How do you bring
Why?
how do you bring her in? Do I just like
Yeah, here,
Yeah.
pass the mic, dude.
yeah.
There you go.
Right.
How you want to do it?
It's getting real deep.
How you want to do it?
Yeah.
Me too. Nah.
So
Like,
okay,
you
I
can-
know, I know. We briefly, and I don't mean to call you out. I know
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
tell me to fuck off if you want me to thing, but yeah. Hi, Tina.
Hi.
Sorry,
Hi.
sorry to call this to your attention. I don't know
Yeah.
what you wanted to bring up. I'm just saying. I'm just like, dude, you guys are like fucking relationship goals
Right.
and shit.
I know, right?
And I'm like,
Tomorrow you
damn,
guys are
dog,
having your
like,
monthsary and
bro.
stuff. Oh, so
dude,
cute.
did you know most of our engagement isn't the fucking advice talk? It's the fucking what's Kim doing with his love
Yeah.
life, bro. You want the sticky
See,
dog?
look at that.
See,
Hella
look at that shit,
couples.
bro. Look at that
Yeah.
shit, man. Come on, dude.
Seriously.
How you gonna not
Or
bring
that
that up?
disgusting couple
Yeah.
that's matching and everything.
You make me want to
Look at
throw up
that.
so much. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Obviously, you guys met. It was any quick intro story to that?
Yeah.
How that happened? Or because I
So,
remember I was there
yeah.
during the conference.
Oh,
and Zoom
Well,
calls.
no, I mean, like, while we're here, since Tina's already here, right? So, like, I mean, like, how did it happen? How'd you guys
Yeah, I'm
meet?
curious
You
as
know,
hell
it's
to-
like, was
I didn't
it?
really know.
Did it involve
So I wanna
furries?
Actually, I met Kim at ALA just in January before quarantine happened.
Oh, dang.
I mean, I've heard about him, but I really didn't understand what's the big deal about like the
Who is
Senpai
this
Squad
fool?
dude. Like,
Kim, what is your rebuttal? What is your rebuttal?
Who's this
I
for?
mean, he seems chill. He wasn't like hitting on me at the party or anything. So I'm like, okay, like I like chill guys, you know. But
Okay.
yeah, like I think I just brought out a giant wine bottle, and you wanted a picture of me holding
It
the
was huge.
yeah.
That's what she said.
And
Okay, I get down with
basically,
this.
he added me on Instagram because he tagged me for the wine bottle that I had at the
Yeah.
party.
Take note, boys.
Take
Don't-
notes. I know this.
Don't hit on girls. Just tag them on Instagram.
Yeah, and be next to big bottles of wine. You know what I mean? All
And,
right.
yeah, we actually didn't talk after that. We were just like Instagram friends, but like I randomly like decided that I wanted to support like small like businesses like
Randomly, huh?
Yeah,
Randomly.
All right.
Yeah, like,
Randomly. It's
There's-
calculated, all planned.
Nice.
it's like you're in lockdown around. Okay, so this was maybe like early May, so I was like itching to like spend money at cons or something. I don't know, just go shopping. So I went to Senpai Squad's page and I wanted to buy the Stay Hydrated sweater.
Right.
Buy my shit.
Buy shit, pays
Oh
bills.
my God.
Oh my god. Everything that shows is mine.
Damn.
Yeah, so the only
So
size.
so you decided to support small businesses, right?
Yes.
You exist.
And out of all small businesses, it was Senpai Squad you decided to
Yeah,
support.
you supported
I
the one
supported
business.
other
Oh, I
places
was
too.
like, oh man, I was just like,
Yeah.
random.
I did not just buy it only from him.
Oh, okay.
You sure about that? We want receipts.
Okay.
We're kidding.
We have no receipts.
And
Oh shit.
that one sweater I wanted, Stay Hydrated, like it was so cute, but only size large was available.
Oh.
I usually wear a size small, and so I was like, oh no, maybe I should message like to see if like
If there's
he
any
can-
available.
Right.
Yeah, like I was just like, hey, does a size large like look okay for an oversized look for someone who wears size small? And he-
Just a big.
The lie detector determined that that was a lie.
no, I really asked you that. Like,
Yeah.
and I saw
No, I
that.
said yes. And
Yeah.
You got receipts?
He said it was like, oh, it could work. Yeah. Like, if anything, just send it back.
Yeah.
And I was surprised he actually responded to me. Like, you know, your
Customer
your
service.
Yeah.
your Facebook was like may not respond to all messages. I'm like, and
Damn. So that has set expectations and
Right.
it
Yeah.
surprised you that he messaged you.
yeah.
Are you sure that it surprised you? Okay. All right, and then
I guess
you're happy.
yeah.
and now we're
customer?
together.
So
Yeah,
take, so take note, boys. Like
Yeah.
Customer service.
Customer
Customer
service.
service.
No, also lower standards and overperform.
Hey, that's true.
Yeah, he said
That's true.
may not respond.
May not respond.
Right?
Responded.
Then responded.
Yeah, dude. She wanted
Damn.
his response.
Dang, dude. Damn, Kim. That's straight up.
Damn.
Guys, pay attention.
Honestly, that's the most Kim story I've ever heard in my life. That, of course, dude. For me, I'm just like, of course, that's how they met. Of course, because that's all he does.
So did
That's
the
funny.
sweater work?
No, I was like, I was swimming in it. It was huge.
It was so bad.
Oh,
And
man.
I sent a picture to him like, yeah, I'm gonna return this. And then it
Damn.
was close to his birthday, so I'm like, man, I can't just like send a sweater back like on his birthday. Like,
You're right.
I threw in some snacks in there. I was like, you know what? Happy
Wait, you
birthday!
did end up returning it though?
I did return it. So I returned it, but with some
With
snacks.
snacks, dude.
I was like,
Dang.
you know, like I do that like for my friends and stuff. Like, just
Oh, that's so
you know, like,
funny.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, like you sent snacks.
Yeah. Dang,
I
hey,
guess
that's
that
how it
touched
is.
his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently.
I didn't expect to like keep talking to him, but like he just kept messaging me, and I was like, all right, well,
Quarantine blues, bro.
I know, right?
It was the snacks.
Making.
I
It
usually
was snacks that
I
did
was
it.
like busy with Animal Crossing at the time, so I don't know why you like actually you're interesting enough to like make me respond to you.
Oh, they should put down the switch for him.
What's that meme? It's like I put down my video games. Please respond. Please reply.
Oh shit. Son. All right, so
So-
go ahead,
So
go ahead.
you actually put down your Switch away to keep talking to him.
Damn, that's a big
Occasionally.
switch.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think like that's when you were hosting your FutureCon, and
Oh dang, that was busy
Ah.
time. You
Okay.
were messaging her on top of like FutureCon.
Yeah.
So she must be important.
Yeah, dude, because we barely got messages. I'm gonna be busy for 2 weeks, guys.
Yeah, we're like
This is why.
now it's all coming out.
Yeah.
Because we're like we couldn't get a hold of him.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck is Kim
We're
doing?
chilling for 2 weeks. Me and Marvin
Right.
like, all right,
and
I guess
then
we'll
it's just
kick
like
it.
messaging. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were special.
I had
you
no
were
idea.
special.
I
I see
really
how
had
it
no
is.
idea.
Yeah. Now
so
you're
funny.
just.
All right.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry, boys.
It's
okay,
coming out.
it's
It's coming
okay.
out. It's
Yeah,
okay. It
it's
was
all
for a
right,
good
it's all right.
cause.
Yeah, it worked out. It's
Yeah.
worth it. Last question. Who liked each other first, or who liked you first?
Well, I think he admitted it first.
Ooh, damn.
Like,
there
Oh,
you
yeah,
go.
from
Just
there.
okay.
We were
Okay.
talking about FutureCon because
You guys are
like,
talking about the future.
in a sense, yes.
Oh my god.
Cause like we did like a little, was it a private Zoom on top of your FutureCon?
Yeah. Like
And-
most of us.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. We
And
were on that.
so
We were on that.
I just remember like he was like messaging me while the con was going, but and like trying to like make me take shots
I
with him on
remember
Zoom.
because I got some of those. Because there's a thing on the Zoom thing where like it says to send all or to send to a person, and for some reason it sent to me, and I was like, "You good, bro? You good? Was this
I
for
kept
me?"
messaging random people by accident.
Oh my god.
It was so
I remember
funny.
you disappearing for quite some time.
Oh, you did.
Just like,
You
did you
did.
like?
Is
he
he
blacked
blacked
out?
out? You were
Yeah.
probably blacked out. and shit.
I mean, you came back later on, but
Yeah.
hey.
I guess that's the night we were both kind of drunk, like together virtually, like. So,
Aw, damn.
and then he was just like, "Tina, where'd you go?" Like, cause I knocked out, I got sleepy,
Dang.
and he was just
Kim
like,
got all ooey.
"Yeah," he was
did?
like, "I miss you."
Dang.
Take notes, boys.
Take notes,
Take
boys.
And I appreciated how open he was, like with his feelings, and like he wasn't scared to like make me feel like I am special to him.
Aw.
So
Nice.
Yo,
Yeah,
no
like,
fuck boys in here.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
fuck boys
no
in here.
fuck
I
Oh,
don't-
ooh, shit.
I
know
don't
what
waste
mean?
my time on fuckboys.
Oh
so
yeah,
like,
see, no fuck boys.
yeah.
Damn.
So-
All right, so
Damn.
what's the moral of the story? What's advice you can give to the young lovebirds out
Right.
there that are trying to
so
seek
for
love
all
during
the
quarantine?
girls, right? For all the girls listening, right? Tina, like what
All the guys, you mean?
No, girls. So for girls.
Yeah,
so
girls,
Tina,
girls.
if you can give our female viewers some advice on how to pick the right
We have
guy,
a lot of them. Yep.
right?
Yep.
What would it be?
How to find your prince.
Right.
I think it really comes down to finding someone who's happy doing their own thing. They have their own career in mind, but they have a balance in knowing how to show you affection. So
Aw.
they don't like try to pretend that they're like not interested at all. Like they know they have their own thing going on, but they are also not afraid to like be committed.
That's great.
Damn.
Damn,
My
that's
God.
good. That's great. So yeah,
That's good
no fuck
advice.
boys allowed.
Yeah. No fuck boys allowed. I don't know, and that's kind of funny that you mentioned it. I don't know if you guys know on Spotify, our female viewership is at guess.
I don't know, 39.
Percent?
Yeah.
Yeah. What percent? What do you think?
I'd like to think
30,
that
30, 40.
30,
30,
40.
38, 40.
Yeah.
2, 1E1. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Our gender breakdown just based on Spotify is 63% female.
Oh, what the fuck?
Whoa!
I've never told that to you guys, huh?
The-
Dang.
Yeah.
Females listen to us?
Yeah, that's all I was like, whoa, let's go. Yeah, did you guys know this? Yeah,
Damn.
that's how you
I
guys-
bet all those females are just catfishers.
Probably,
Why
or
you
using their girlfriend's accounts. Or using their
Why
girlfriend's
are you
accounts.
spotting that? Okay.
Right? Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Tina.
Oh,
Appreciate
now
you.
kiss.
Thanks. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
There you go.
That's how we do it on the Soju Bomb
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank you.
That's
Oh
how
my
we do
God.
it on the Soju Bomb podcast, baby. We need some spice of life up in
Damn.
here, bro. You know
Dude,
what I
that
mean?
was great.
Yeah.
Well, this actually kind of goes back to the segment of like, you know, the subtle Asian dating segment that we used to do with Kim,
Now,
right?
yeah.
But now
Yeah,
it's
full
like-
circle. Yeah.
It's full circle.
Yeah.
And then because it's been a while since we touched on that. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kim's
so-
dating life.
Yeah, pretty much. And that was a big thing. Honestly, that
Right.
was a big theme in the very beginning. Was people, it was kind of something that we left a lot at because of the,
Right.
all the
Because
stories.
I didn't
Just
even
mainly
talk to you
stories.
guys.
Well, like the
Yeah.
quarantine just got left, like just had everyone like, you know.
Yeah, kind of be separate on their own and shit. So yeah, for anybody wondering, I don't think we're gonna be doing that segment for Kim anymore.
Right.
Hey, but we can do it for you.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Anthony, what's
Hey,
your
no,
Okay,
we got
okay.
Young James and Sunday too, bro. I was just saying.
Hey, if it ain't me, it's someone else.
Yeah. Now I guess this is a blessing for Kim because he's like, finally, it's off me. All right, welcome back, everybody. So I know we went off on a little tangent, and that was
great. I love that. Yeah.
That's
Can
the
we
whole
do-
episode.
Yeah.
See you later, guys. That's it.
Peace out. No, I want to
no,
do
it
more
was-
of that next time.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put you on the spot like that,
Nah,
bro.
I
was-
remember this. I remember this.
I just, dude, just the look of death on your face. I was just like, oh damn, I hope I'm not like really putting him on the spot like that. But thankfully, Tina be cool like that, and it
good
ended up
sport.
working
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
She's a
Yeah,
great
she's a good
sport.
sport. She's a good
Yeah.
sport. I have warned her ahead of time that we do be like that on here. But yeah, so thank you so much for indulging that. Me and Marvin been wondering for months.
Yeah.
So-
So we're just like, huh.
But yeah, so now I have a question for Marvin.
Ooh.
So
Am I being put on the spot now? I need more drinks. No, oh, okay.
Nah, I didn't get that warning, so you should too.
this is
I know,
no
right,
warning
shit.
point blank. No, it's. I think it's a
Yeah.
little bit more easygoing because it kind of ties in with the theme of everything. But
Yeah.
with everything going on in life and all that shit, I feel like, you know, obviously with everything going on with Kim in his business and kind of the
I'm s-
development of everything that he's doing right
Yeah,
now.
I'm so happy for him. Dude,
It's-
you're reaching new heights.
It's such a natural progression for me, at least, based on kind of how we know him, his mentality, his work ethic. But for Marvin, I
snap.
feel like since the last couple episodes back in like June, July, really, you know, I feel like kind of the theme of where your trajectory was going was very optimistic as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But literally, and I could speak to this from experience, and I'm sure Kim can notice this too, but from then till right now is like
is-
fucking outer space
Yeah.
right now. Like
Oh,
you're
snap.
literally...
Is that what you guys think?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're literally.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
literally
Thank you,
feel
thank
like
you.
you're like the Tesla spaceship. You're like the
Dang.
Tesla that fucking
Yeah.
Elon Musk put on the fucking rocket that came back, but the Tesla's still going to Mars.
Still going
you know
up.
what I mean?
Still going up.
That's,
Ain't
I
coming
feel like
back.
you're the Tesla right now. You know what I mean?
Dang.
So, with that said, obviously I know it's sensitive in nature, but I definitely do want to go into more of the mentality of like the business decisions that it took in order for you to make these leaps and bounds. First and foremost, me and this motherfucker right here, we neighbors. Like, what the shit?
Yeah.
What? That wasn't even a thing. Like, I remember it was a joke back in like what? Like May,
Yeah.
June. They're like, yeah, I think I might come to Vegas. Even last year too, like around like Evo time. You're like, yeah, I'm moving to Vegas, bro. We're gonna do big things. And he goes back to LA, and I'm like, damn, all right. I thought we were gonna do big things.
Yeah.
That's why I started the podcast.
Yeah.
But with that said, obviously you're here now. And not only are you here now, a lot of other people are here now.
Yeah. You
So,
put a whole army
crazy.
with
can you speak to that as far as like what the
Yeah.
fuck happened since
Sure thing.
we last like updated
man,
with
it's
you?
kind of crazy because it's you know how when I said I'm gonna move, I'm gonna do big things.
Yeah.
It's like I've just done my best to hold on to that kind of idea.
Yeah.
That I am gonna do big things.
You are.
Right. And so it's there was definitely a lot of when I moved back to LA and like kind of like took my time, like
Figured everything out.
figured everything out, and
Yeah.
kind of ensure like is going to Vegas, like
The best
it's,
move.
yeah, the best move. Because when I moved out here, I struggled, man. The weather out here, it fucking sucks. Like
It does.
with a
Yeah.
capital S, dude.
It does.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's and most of my whole life, like I live by the sea, so like humidity is always a good thing. But in here, it's fucking
Awful.
dry, dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I struggled for like 2 months, and I'm just like, maybe it's not the best decision I could freaking do. But then as time goes on, like I would go back and forth to Vegas, and then I start to get used to it. I'm just like, it's not so bad after all.
Yeah.
So that's when I'm just like, there was this opportunity. I was like, cool. Like, this is what I needed in order to be in Vegas. Like, I'm going to use this excuse to get myself to Vegas and stay in Vegas, right?
Ah, shit.
And when that happened, I'm just like, I had to commit, right? I had to
Yeah.
commit. I'm just like, this is it. Like, I've been putting off getting a place for so long that I need to make it happen now. Otherwise,
When was it gonna happen?
Yeah, when is it gonna happen? So the moment I got this place, which is happy to call it SQNHQ.
SQNHQ,
Yeah.
son. SQNHQ.
So, with the idea, like the responsibility of just having a place, having bills, like
Yeah.
a lot of bills, right? It just makes me like shit. Like it's fucking real. I gotta grind now. I got bills to pay. I told you guys this last month.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember
just
that.
like, I got bills to pay. I'm gonna work my ass off.
Yeah.
And so with that, it's just like I found some form of like motivation to just work. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I have this place. I have so much space. I'm surrounded by great friends and supportive, everything, family, friends,
Yeah.
strangers, man,
Yeah.
people even I don't know. And it was like, Marvin, saw you from online. You're doing big things. I'm
Yeah.
just like, shit.
Word.
Like, I'm like, I feel like I'm carrying the entire world in my back. And then, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
carrying
Entire
the
world.
entire world in my back. Oh, it hurts.
Oh fuck.
Fuck. Put it in.
Put it in.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
No, but the idea is that it just gave me some form of this way, Kevin. Yeah,
Nice.
it gave me some form of newfound like goal to
Yeah.
just like work and like I wanna make this work. I wanna make. Oh, where's the button? Yeah. Sorry. Let me work this out. Does it not work?
You have to kiss it.
Or maybe that's not working.
Oh yeah, it's upside down. Hang on.
yeah.
Oh.
All right. Press it now. Press it now.
Okay, guys. We're.
There you go, there you
Oh,
go.
that feels so good.
Zoom
Alright.
into its face.
Tangent.
Yeah, but
Alright.
no, it's because of that, it just like pushed me to work hard.
Yeah.
But I think one of the biggest thing that happened was you gave me a phone call. You and Con.
Ah shit. Here we go. Here we go.
You and Con, you guys went to LA, right? But then prior you guys going to LA, I end up asking you guys like, hey, I want to expand my business
Yeah.
and I need help, right? This is the reason why I'm asking you in terms of like team members, right? Like
Yeah.
finding the right people. And then I knew I needed to expand. I knew I needed to scale up. And in order for me to scale up, I need people. I need people.
Yeah.
So, me and Anthony had gone in talks in terms of like, hey, this is what I need. Can you fulfill that role?
Yeah.
Right. And then Anthony was like, yeah, sure, I'm down to like to fulfill that role. Like I'm down to go into training and this and that. I'm like, cool, that's perfect and all. But then that drive to LA you guys did, when you guys were coming back, I received a phone call from you, and you were like, hey, Marvin, we're ready to work. Just let us know when.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm just like, let me figure something out for you
Yeah.
guys. That was it. This was 2 months ago.
Yeah, it was literally 2 months ago.
That was 2 months ago. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, let me figure something out.
Yeah.
Because I was in the middle of getting this place, and I was in the middle of
You got the car too, and
I got the car.
Yeah.
It was a lot of things. Car, new place, moving, all that. So
not to mention the Oregon Trail that followed you.
oh yeah. So like the models that were coming in here, I had to help them out.
Yeah.
But there was this sense of just like, fuck, like what do I do? Like what do I need to do in order to go ahead and like really use my skill set, right? In terms of like outside of just photography. So
True.
on top of like trying to figure something out for both of you guys, I want it to be something that all my friends could like be involved in. Like whoever
Yeah.
it is, like I can give them opportunities. And so I thought long and hard about it. What I mean by that, it's like overnight.
Pretty much, it was it was so fast. Yeah.
It was overnight.
It was
and then
crazy.
I called Anthony the next day. I'm just like, I got it figured out.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna manage models. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm just like, cool. Like, that's it. That's the plan. We're
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and manage models.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna expand on. But
Okay.
on top of that, obviously, like trying to get you guys to do photography work,
Everything
editing and
else,
all that,
yeah.
right? So the idea is that once I got that figured out, all my decision making in life started heading towards there. Like I
Yeah.
started setting up the foundation
Yeah.
to just be like, we're gonna do our best to just do model management,
Yeah.
right? And my general philosophy already as a person, I just wanted to go ahead and cater to my models.
Absolutely.
Like whoever it is, what we do is that we are the support system for my models, and then help them with whatever they need. And that already falls under the umbrella of model management. Like they need someone to manage them. So that's what we're gonna do,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So because of that, God bless Mizzy, right? I finally was able to was like, hey Mizzy, you know, this is what we're doing. This is our services, right?
Yeah.
Give it a chance, right? And
Yeah.
Mizzy was like, that sounds
Okay.
exciting. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
That was huge.
yeah. So because
Yeah.
of Mizzy, it's like I ended up having this kind of chance to prove myself that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. right?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah. So Mizzy, God bless her. She's like,
God bless.
she's
Mizzy,
pretty
man.
high up there. She's been blowing up
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah.
And then because of that, we've just expanded.
Yeah.
We've just
It's
expanded.
snowballed.
It's snowballed
Yeah.
so hardcore.
Yep.
And then it's just like it's great, but at the same time it's hellish because there's so much responsibility all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone in this in this team,
Yeah.
So Anthony now is in my team, Con and James.
Yeah.
It's just everyone has just been extremely helpful towards me, and it's just
Nice.
everyone is doing their part because man, everyone has to basically be on their best, like on their A game.
Yeah. Oh,
Because it's just been
100%.
a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah.
But this past 2 weeks is just so much development in terms of
Yeah.
business side, in terms of photography, in terms of model management, and that's what's been going on
Yeah.
behind the scenes. Like Kim, he's moving up, and then I'm moving. I'm really happy to kind of like share this
yeah.
venture with you. I'm just like we're
That's
both
dope.
on the same kind of path of trajectory, and it's nice. It's always nice to like just see you in here in HQ and be like, there's always something
Some new,
with you.
yeah.
And
There
then
literally is something
yeah.
new always.
Uh-huh.
That's something new with
Yeah.
me too. So it's a good thing.
Can I
So-
make a comment real quick though?
Sure thing.
So my side of the story. Yeah, that shit was crazy 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Because when we'd had that talk, it was important to me to have that talk with Marvin specifically, because Kim was doing his thing, right? And with me and Marvin, we're normally like, when we're gonna record, whenever Kim's available, cool, whatever. So we didn't really trip or stress or anything. So you know, between three business-minded motherfuckers, what do we talk about? Well, business. and business and where we're going with it. So I was like, yeah, my events are shot. Because pretty much the other side of the conversation was Marvin doing like a wellness check with me, right? Because he's like, yo, I know events are shot to shit. Like, what are you doing? And this is the thing that really made it a special thing for me was that Marvin was identifying like my passion. In a way, in a time where I didn't really recognize it myself. You know, he said, "Dude, you're working so hard on Soju Bomb. Like, it's fucking eat, breathe, sleep. You message us like doing. All the fucking time. Like, you saying you're doing all this, and this. Like, that's some crazy energy." And I remember he asked me, he's like, "What's motivating? Like, what is, what's your drive?" And I was like, honestly, I'm just trying to fucking create a better future for me and the kid. Yeah, this motherfucker is literally the future of my family, and I'm trying to like set it up where it's like fucking smooth sailing. You know what I mean? Just here's the red carpet, son, daime. Let me get rid of all the fucking rogue ninja and give me your bingo book and shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, me thinking that way, I'm just like, yeah, like, again, dude, me and Gutex fucking cross counter, we had a 17 city tour this year.
Yeah,
that went to shit.
Yeah,
it went to shit in less than 2 months.
Shit.
And that was supposed to be the game, dude. Not just that, we had a deal worked out with fucking Sahara during the freaking NFL draft, the first NFL draft.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
The inaugural year of the Raiders in Las Vegas went to shit. Me and him. That's all right. No, it's all all fucking. It's all part of the circle, right? So when all that went down, right, you know, me and Marvin growing closer together, him asking me like, yo, you had all that stuff planned, but like it seems like your fire and your energy's still there. And I was like, yeah, bro, like we're at like this was it was the kind of like the fire, like the eye of the tiger type thing. Like I had the fire like in me. I'm just like, I just want to fucking work. I just need a goddamn shot. Like fuck. You know what I mean? Like my live events experience that I've been working on for 6 years is shot to shit. So like, let me do something about it. And then that was when Marvin was like, well, what if I'm able to like come up with something for us? You know, and this is the thing that he said. He said, if you give me some time to think about it, I'll figure out a way to make us money. Damn. And that's all this motherfucker had to say. And I was like,
that was 2 months ago. Holy shit.
That was literally 2 months ago. That was when me and this fool went to go visit our grandma for her birthday. And it was super impactful because we're like, dude, like he and I were very emotional at that time because we were just like, dude, he'd finally come here under the worst conditions possible. He, you know, this kid's got a family back home, trying to support his family and super ambitious. Dude picked up 2 jobs during quarantine when everyone's making fucking $1,000 a week on unemployment. He said, nah, fuck that, fam. Let me work hard, right? Yeah. So when all that shit was going down, like he and I were in the mental state of like, let's just fucking work. Let's just go. Not many people have the opportunity to do that. And not just that, not many people are as blessed as fucking I am to have friends like you guys that are smart enough to think of opportunities to give to your homies like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So just the other side of that was how impactful that was. And because again, like it's hard to describe it in words, right? I feel like words only do maybe like 70 or 80% of the justice. Really what kind of encompasses where growth trajectory is going for all of us, I would say, is just the sheer amount of passion and energy we all have. You know what I mean? On the daily, I see this fool, he's up at like fucking 7, 8 a.m. just like going in, and I'm just like, God damn, like I'm checking all my like my messages and shit. He's like, oh, we gotta do this. I'm like, hell yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about. I want to wake up to that shit, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's my side of the story.
So I'm like, I don't, no, but you know, it's like really, it was a big thing. It's like the only thing that I really want to do is be able to not just provide for my models, is be able to just like, cool, if you need the opportunity, I can probably think of one for you. It's just the only thing is that you have to align yourself to me, right? Of course. Because in the end, it's like, I can't possibly make decisions for you if I don't know what the fuck you're doing in life. You know, I gotta figure it out. Hey, what are your finances? What are you doing next week? What are you doing a month from now, 5 months from now, 6 months from now, right? Yeah. Whatever. But the moment I know that, I can make decisions not just for myself, but you included. Right?
For the entire team.
Just for that. Yeah. So in the end, it makes it easy when we're all in the same page. Like,
that's the leader right there.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And that's the takeaway for all you folks. If you're sleeping on this shit, like wake up. Like this is what motherfuckers should be taking notes on. It's the mentality, and it's what type of mindset you need to be in to make big fucking decisions that could effectively change motherfuckers' lives. Like not only have you changed our lives, dude, look how many people you fucking brought Like
Yeah.
legitimately brought
Yep.
fucking migrated from a
Yeah.
state to another state.
Yeah.
Like-
That's funny.
What?
I was surprised myself. There's like 6 of them here. I was just like, hey,
Dude.
it's a party up in here now.
It really is.
Speaking of which, Angie
Yeah.
and Akemi are actually visiting us
Nice.
tonight. If you guys are still awake at 12 midnight.
Yeah,
So,
hell
something
yeah.
like that.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, it's just the idea that, you know, whatever you put out in the world is always gonna come back to you. You know,
Yeah.
in the end, it's like if I have this philosophy, it's like that. You know, someone asked me before, right? It's just like, how do you get people to care for you so much?
Absolutely.
And I'm just like, that's easy. You just care for them first. You know? Yeah. Like seriously, like how do you do it?
Yeah.
Like
Damn.
by giving first. And that's
Absolutely.
essentially like my entire philosophy.
That's
If
the
I can
Squarenoodles
find a
way.
way to just give out to people, right? Eventually it'll come back to me.
Yeah. Well, I guess on the topic of that, because one thing I've noticed about SQNHQ, shout out,
Hey.
is again kind of full circling this is how collaborative it is here, and being a third party like observant. Literally every single person that's walked through that door has left here different. And
They're
what
excited to work.
What
with
I
them.
mean by that is just the sheer energy. Like literally on any given time, okay? You come in during the waking hours of SQNHQ, you'll either see this motherfucker not in the closet but over there editing,
Yeah.
right? My ass over there probably editing.
Right.
His ass slowly starting to come in, probably like editing or like doing shit
Yeah.
behind the computer. And then Marvin like doing a couple sets, like watching Godfather like on the screen, right?
Yeah.
At any given time.
There's
And then-
always people working here.
Absolutely. And then even when guests we come through, right? Obviously we greet them, give hugs and everything, but we're straight back to work. And on top of that, while they're here, normally they're only here to either work or kick it or eat steak, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's essentially it.
Yeah.
So I think that speaks kind of to what kind of environment that I want to be able to provide to everyone. It's just
What
like,
type of environment do you want to provide everyone, Marvin?
yeah, it's good question. It's no, I want to provide an environment where it's fun, but at the same time, when we all need to work, we have to work, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the more you hang out with me and my team, it's definitely like that energy where it just we have this vibe that just like we're hopeful for the future.
Yeah.
We want to grow and improve, but at the same time in like the fun way.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just like all hard work,
yeah.
right? No,
Sure.
it's like for us, like you come in here, right? You freaking eat whatever you want, you drink, and then you work.
True.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not like you
Or
know,
at the same
you-
time.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you go in here and then like be on front of the computer
Yeah.
and just like hardcore grinding. It's like that's not us. You know,
Yeah.
True.
we make it fun for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of I'm seeing my models coming in here and then like be able to provide that environment, provide that vibe and all that. You know, it doesn't have to be difficult. Growing and improving doesn't have to be difficult.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
inspirational.
that's what SQ and HQ is.
Yeah, a lot of people overcomplicate it, and I think that's one of the
Absolutely.
takeaways. Really, like there's a way where like, because I've been in like high pressure, high intense, like fucking high volume, goal oriented type shit, where it's like go, we got to
Yeah.
meet these numbers, this quota and shit.
Yeah.
Versus here, it's like you're inspired to like work hard here.
Yeah.
There's no one
And there's a
telling you.
different-
It's just you're driven by just
Yeah.
the energy and vibe and
Right.
the people that you're with.
Very little things have to be asked around here, and I think that's one of the takeaways is like.
Yeah.
Because Marvin set such an example for like the rest of the team and even the models too, like it really does say a lot as far as like their output because of this type of environment that he's created. It's essentially like it makes you want to have goals, even if you didn't. Okay, there's several types of people that come through here, right? Motherfuckers that got goals or don't got goals,
Right.
And by the end of the time that you leave, you got goals.
You got goals.
Yeah.
Marvin, I don't know what the fuck
What
Marvin does.
what
I don't know what he
voodoo
puts in the
magic can
water
you do?
or in the steaks, but like there's something
Yeah.
about it where you're just like, fuck, I guess I want that now. Shit, like,
like Patrick.
dude, that's what
I
I'm
sat
saying.
down Patrick for 30 minutes. This fucker got ghost now.
Dude. And that's what I'm saying.
Damn.
Like, and I don't even know if you've realized that. And
I-
that's the best part. dude.
It's actually so funny when you said that. I'm just
Yeah.
like shit. Like I never realized it until he said it.
Yeah, and again, it's such an inviting way where like you just want to be a part of it. Again, it's so dope. Like, who the fuck doesn't want to be here drinking tuk tuks and shit?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's super chill. and that's how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess to kind of wrap things up, how we on time?
Yeah.
7? Okay. You
Yeah.
can say it out loud. It's all right.
It's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You can laugh
You're
and shit
allowed.
too, man. Yeah, you can laugh. You know what I mean? I know you're in the closet and
We
you're
need
halfway
to
out of
yeah.
the closet.
Laugh
But,
in
you know,
silence.
we're all
Laughs in
right. You know what I mean?
silence.
It's all right. The production team will learn.
Yeah.
We're gonna up their improv skills. We're gonna take improv class. It'll be great. But I guess I want to wrap this up in a way where it invites people out there to really push themselves right now, because we were talking about this right around the time the BLM stuff was going down.
Yeah.
Like how do we approach it effectively?
Right.
Because I don't want to just be another person that just says like that tries to empathize and not doesn't follow through with anything, right? And I feel like the best way to do that is to become better people.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
overall. And I feel like the type of environments that each of these businesses are setting, I think is a great example, from a small business to just like a fucking everyday person type thing. Like the way these motherfuckers live is goals, hands down, right? And again, I say it to you guys endearingly every fucking time. I'm the luckiest motherfucker. I'm the
thanks,
genius
Anthony.
that scammed these two motherfuckers
We love
to do
you
this
too.
podcast with me. That way I can learn all this shit. Because guess what, motherfuckers?
yeah.
I'm learning
Yeah.
all this shit just like everyone out there. And guess
Yeah.
what? This is what people want, dude. I'm telling you right now, people fucking crave this. People that are out of work, out of jobs, people that are fucking feeling hopeless right now need this shit. And that's what we're here to provide.
Absolutely.
So, any closing
Yeah.
remarks out there? I didn't mean to fucking
No,
come
we
out
love
all
you,
crazy.
Anthony. We love you,
Cousins
Anthony.
show.
You've been working so hard.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess to tie it all up, thanks so much for keeping this running joke going. Honestly, it's been my honor and my pleasure
No,
to
absolutely.
fucking grind for this and keep it going. I'm sorry the F-bombs started dropping
No,
the last 20
yeah.
minutes, but
Yeah.
I hope you guys can tell like how passionately I feel about like what it is that we have to do.
Absolutely.
Again,
Yeah.
going into this podcast, like, you know, I was like, all right, we're gonna catch up and shit. But
Yeah.
I had a vision in mind as far as like what to close this out with, which is exactly this, which is both of you guys spitting exactly the knowledge that you need, that everyone needs to fucking hear, and me saying it in a way that motherfuckers will listen. if the blue ain't doing it, if my gangster shit ain't doing it for you, I mean, like, I don't know what will do it, man. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for from us today. Was there anything else you guys wanted to close out with at all?
No, I just want to give
Yeah, a round of applause
a
to our
round of
fucking
applause to our
audience, dude.
audience. To Tina
Thank you so much for being
especially.
here.
We've grown
Yeah.
from 1 audience to 2.
You're
Yeah,
right.
to
Dude,
two.
yay, it's
Yeah.
growing. Yeah.
In this small 10
Right,
by
yeah,
10
right,
room.
yeah.
We might need to move out
We
soon.
might need to-
Seriously, like, yeah.
No,
Oh, dang.
We'll put bleachers outside.
Oh, guys. So, no, it's actually pretty freaking
Yeah.
crazy, right? So, sometime, like, we've made this full decision that
Yeah.
we're not going to be staying here for another year. I know we just got this house, but
Wait,
we're
what?
already
He's
looking.
already
Wait,
thinking
what?
of
Yeah,
the
we're
next-
already looking forward to going to another house sometime
Yeah.
the moment our lease ends. So
Yeah.
it's like we'll definitely make
some
the
memories.
best. Yeah, make the best out of this like place. But then sometime next year, like you hear it first. We're
Yeah.
gonna get a house next year, so it's gonna be exciting.
This
so
guy's
look at-
only lived here for 2 months.
it's only
What
been
the
2
fuck?
months. Yeah, it's only been
What?
2 months. I'm already thinking of moving out. So it's like that's just kind of give you like
that's
an
great.
idea of how my mind works. I'm always
That's
like
great.
living in the future, kind
yeah.
of terrible, but at the same time I'm learning
No,
how
it's
to live
great.
in the present. But
It's great.
Yeah, no, I appreciate everyone here. Kim, always so inspiring to be around you. You're doing amazing things. You know,
Always.
it's just kind of it's hard to see what you're doing for yourself. But it's always so nice to see someone from a third person perspective.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, the idea that when people like see me like, oh, Marvin, you're doing big things. I'm like, I'm just doing my normal daily things.
That's
But
what
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, but in
And
the
we're
end,
inspiring
yeah.
each other, you know.
But in the
Yeah.
end, I see Kim's doing big things. It makes me want to do better. So
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm happy that you're like kind of, I'm happy that you travel out to be part of this
Yes.
SQNHQ because it's
Appreciate it.
it's addicting to see growth. It's addicting to see
It
growth.
is.
You know,
It
it really
It's
is.
a drug.
Yeah, it is a drug. Sometimes I don't see it for myself, but I see it on you, and I'm just like, fuck, I gotta grind because
Yeah.
fucking Kim is
It's
moving.
going in, bro.
Kim's moving in.
going
So
in.
that's what it is.
Nice.
I'm happy to be surrounded by my team members on the daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like it makes me want to basically work harder. Like you know, things are moving
Yeah.
really quickly because of these guys too. Like these guys just makes it easy for me. I wake up, I just ask James what's the number, and then I'm just like cool. And then I have Anthony. I'm just like cool. Is everybody taken care of? And Anthony will be like, yep, I'm already on it. I'm just like perfect. I can just sit down and edit.
Yeah.
So
Dope.
I'm really just thankful.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Kim.
Same
Any,
here. I'm thankful for all the opportunities that's been like, you know, presented to me, and I'm gonna try and just run with it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm so blessed to be in this position. Like everyone would be dreaming to be in my position.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
why am I sleeping on it? You know. So I'm just blessed, and I appreciate everyone
Good shit,
being
bro.
a part
Good
of this
shit.
journey.
Damn, that's good shit. I like this, man.
Yeah.
This is fucking. Again, when we started this till right now, I think this is a great bookmark in where we are as a group because it's literally just this. I feel like everything's always restarting.
Absolutely.
Like this is the start because again, a year from now when we do episode, I don't know, 40 something or whatever, so we'll be like, oh yeah, remember how we had that talk like a year ago in that small ass room where fucking
Right.
the Lord of the Skies had to be trapped in between like this hot ass light, 2 cameras and shit. Yeah. So, anyways. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody here again. Just both of you guys, thank you so much for everything, for just giving me your time and attention. Obviously, me and the guys are gonna work hard to make this as easy and simple as possible for you guys. And yeah, thank you guys to the team. Thank you, Son Diamond. Thank you, Young James.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yay.
Thank you, audience members.
Thank you.
And of course, thank you to everybody out there. You can find all of our socials in the description. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit us up. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow all of our online audio podcast shit and subscribe to the channel, please. So,
Sweet.
yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all
Thanks.
right.
Bye, guys. 3, 2, 1. Cut, bitch. Let's go, baby. Nice.
Like